The dreaded $100 to a barrel mark for the first time since 2014. Is this a knee-jerk reaction, or are we looking at a new reality of 100 plus on oil?
Well, I think it's a combination of both. You've got risk premium built in, you've got hyperinflation, you've got tank bottoms, and the unknown, how long this drags on, plus the Iran situation. So there's a lot of moving parts that are congregating together, and there you are, $100 crude. It's just incredible. 40% up in around about 8 weeks.
Good morning, Peter. So, we've seen $100 on our screens for crude for the first time since 2014. Just taking forward from what Ayesha was also pointing out, there's just so many moving parts here, right? The knee-jerk reaction that we're seeing as far as Ukraine-Russia goes. At the same time, more oil from Iran may enter the world energy mix as well. So, once again, the same question, $100, the new normal, or you see it going back to maybe 75, 80 after a few days and things normalize?
Well, I don't necessarily think they'll normalise quickly. I think that there's a lot of concern. We've had underinvestment in the whole sector. We've got a severe backwardation or a super backwardation. We've got a number of other key issues, which is global supply, the Russia situation, 12% of global supply comes from Russia, and what the impacts are going to be. So we could see a spike further from here, 105, 110. I think it'll come back when you take out the risk premium and things turn to normal. But what really is normal? Because what we've lived through in the last 2 years is not normal, and this year could be more volatility, significant volatility.
Okay, we are seeing Treasury yields also rise amidst the intensifying intensity of the crisis. Vladimir Putin, in a televised address, has already announced a military operation in Ukraine. We are seeing war correspondents from leading global media houses talking about and reporting on explosions that have been heard in the rebel regions of Ukraine. Gold prices are going up. You're seeing the likes of palladium also hit a 6-year high. So, Peter, we've talked about oil. Gold is, of course, has been rising. Treasury yields are rising. Commodities have been going up. The commodity rally, you expecting that also to stay for a while?
I think so, and I think a couple of points on that. I don't necessarily think the super cycle actually went away. I think it just went through a little bit of a hibernation period. We had strong food prices in the last year. We've had very strong base metal prices. Look where nickel is at the moment, aluminium. Look at the prices. You mentioned palladium and gold. Wow. I mean, I'm looking at the screen now. We're at around about 1930. And only a matter of couple of hours ago in Sydney time, we were at 1902. So we've put on the best part of nearly $30 in a couple of hours. That demonstrates to me that there's huge volatility, and that Asia-Pacific market in the sense of traders, and then wait to see what happens as far as when Europe opens, Africa, the Middle East, of course. You guys are now, getting into your day, and then we're looking at, UK and New York. So I think there's further uncertainty for gold. It's really got a rocket behind it, and it's had a huge move up since just before Christmas. So, yeah, another market that's demonstrating big volatility and so many, again, issues that impact gold, high inflation and central banks raising rates globally.